Yeah, it's definitely not cold.
Oh, anyway, okay, so first things first, I got all my things. I'm gonna spray off my surface. This is a mix sanitizer. You should have some type of sanitizing station wherever you are. Ours is here at the school. It's one of the rooms. And then this is how you should be working moving forward. Even when you're done here at the school, wiping off your table before you leave. Just so we do our due diligence. So I'm going to clean my hands. You guys remember yesterday, what was our definition of cleaning?
Soap and water.
And what else?
Doing it for like 20 minutes.
And what else?
Warm.
And what else? We're missing a key component.
Scrubbing of your nails.
Yes, scrubbing, the main, the mechanical part. So I'm gonna improvise with the brush too, because I didn't bring it, but this is gonna be. All right, so first things first, you're gonna get your soap. And normally you'd be under a faucet, count to your ABCs or 26. But you wanna make sure, go in between your hands. Most people, they'll rinse their hands. Even when they get out of a rush, you like really get the germs off of there. You don't know what's on there. If you look under a microscope, you'd probably be disgusted. So you just go for a little bit, think about what you're gonna do later, maybe get a workout in, and then you get your brush. If it was brush, scrub it underneath your nails, on top, all the other ways. So this is mechanically moving the microorganisms, right? The germs, all that stuff. This is what we should do. We should really have one of these in our purse, even when we're at a restaurant or wherever, before we ever eat. And then you just rinse it off. I'm improvising. Obviously, if I was under a sink, look at all that. Ew. So dirty. That's going to be our cleaning method for our hands. And you should clean your hands before you disinfect, right? So what if your hands are contaminated? Wipe off, and now I'm going to put on my gloves for safety measures. Maybe. Oh, I like those. All right, so I picked out some things to clean. Have my petri dish that I'm gonna clean, my product bottle, and then a brush. So all of these are non-disposables, meaning I'll be able to use them again. And then I'm also gonna show you guys how to make sanitizer, wet sanitizer. So I already pre-packaged my water. Most of you are gonna get the Barbicide. This is EPA registered. If you remember, we have to make sure that's registered by the federal government to clean all the microorganisms that we may come in contact with. It's bactericidal, fungicidal, virucidal. It is something that's but this is a hospital grade disinfectant. The directions are to pour 2 ounces of barbicide into 32 ounces. So I'm just guesstimating because I didn't have a measuring cup. So that's roughly 32 ounces. And then I'm going to get 2 ounces of herbicide. Technically, you should have your mask on because it's chemicals, you're inhaling it. Pour it over. I always like to pour over the sink. I'm just gonna assuming this is like E. Just put it in there. And that is your wet sanitizer or EPA graded disinfectant, either or. Same thing if you're using a smaller container. These are your little flip containers to where you don't have to have tongs or gloves on because you'll bring it out. Technically, you should still have tongs to take it out because if you touch that, it gets contaminated, but you do half of what you put in a bigger jar.
Oh, you can put herbicide in the bottom of that?
And then you put like your tweezers on it. Because the big long one is gonna break your tweezers or your more sharp objects. So you put it in here, you lay it flat, you increase the lifetime of
Oh, I thought that was just for drying.
Yes. Yeah, you can get these at like the hair store. I've seen them $10. I've even seen the barbicide for like 10, 15 bucks at like the beauty store. So that's gonna be your wet sanitizer. This is what I'm gonna put all my non-disposable items in after I clean them. So I'm gonna clean them the same way that I just cleaned my hands. Make sure that you keep it closed if you're not using it, so dust particles don't fly around and get in there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Let me see, a little soap and water. Your brush, you're not gonna really scrub it because it's a brush, but you can kind of just like rub your hands through it, especially if you got a mask. I would invest in a couple of different brushes because if you're using darker mask, you may not want this to be like black or tan or some other color. So get yourself some different brushes, different sizes. People have different shapes, if you will, as far as like their face is concerned. Same thing, I'm gonna rinse it off. Do it the whole time I was talking. And then set it in your disinfectant. And I have a timer on here. Set it for about 10 minutes because people will forget. Like I came today and there was stuff in the barbicide. So don't forget it. Like I told you yesterday, it will, I'm gonna work this. It will erode it after a while. It'll make it start to rust. Same thing with your little petri dish. Use this for like your eyelash tint and all that. Scrub it. You would have your brush. Rub it all around if you got whatever on there. Even though this isn't coming into bloodborne pathogens, or it shouldn't, you still doing your due justice. Rinse it off. Obviously, you'll be in the sink. It will be much easier. I don't need for this. I can go ahead and my brush in the barbicide.
Miss Ashley,
Uh-huh.
how long is that barbicide mixture that you mixed up is good for to sit?
Either a week or if it becomes cloudy. You hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Same thing, clean off all this stuff as well, just because your hands touch it. And then this is all you do. You just grab one of these. This is cleaning your bottle because you'll notice you'll have prints on there from your mask or whatever. And then you put it back in your case. So we have this type of EPA. We also have the clavy wipes, and we have this, which is gonna be like this. You have to mix it. Those are our two types. This is the main one you're gonna use. And then if you were gonna put it in a spray bottle, you do the same thing. This is 28 ounces, so you could still put the 2 ounces of barbicide, put your water in there, then put your barbicide in there, shake it up, and then this is the same thing that's in here, but this is for your surfaces. Cool. Any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, so over the weekend, continue on chapter 5, going over more information. We will finish it up on Tuesday, talking about different types of burns that you can get, first, second, third degree burns, aseptic procedures, as well as other disinfectants that you can use. And then next week, we will also start our advising sessions again, going over where everybody is, their hours, their expected graduation date, if there's any assignments that need to be handed in, so on and so forth. And then, let me see. Yeah, so that'll be good. I'm already going over that, but we'll get into facials again next week as well, going over Pro 30 and Pro 60. That's when I'll give the requirements for the assignment that will be on there. You have it on your practical form that says to write an essay over a Pro 30 and I believe a Pro 60. So for those of you that want to hand that in, I'll go ahead and put that on Google Classroom so you can hand it in and then get it signed off on your practical.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
So for example, I'm supposed to come in today in the evening. So if we were to come in the evening and we wanted to practice facials, because like I haven't done any facials at the school, so would that be possible? Like, how does that work? Because yesterday, me and Tonya went in and it was just me and her. So we just practiced our lashes. So like, for example, for today.
Are you scheduled to be here
Yeah.
tonight?
Yeah,
Okay,
I am.
so okay, you're good. So then after the night instructor finishes with her lesson, as long as she's okay with it, then it should be fine. But you'll have to get your instruction from her. I mean, I don't see a problem with it, but you have to see what all she has going on. And also make sure you don't. Well, you're probably who's speaking right now? Sorry.
Catherine,
Okay, so
Katie.
you just started, so you probably won't have a
Yeah.
plan. So yeah, so I don't think it would be a problem, but just double check with her.
Because I don't know if she does, like, I don't think Tavia, because I know it's Tavia, but I don't know if she does, like, if she knows how to do the facials. Like,
I mean, she should. She's an esthetician, so she
okay.
should. Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll be going over it next week. You'll be writing a paper about it, so you have a little bit better understanding. And then you can always watch the videos. So if you go to facial treatments, they're just little small videos, but it will give you an introduction. Excuse me, an introduction on at least how to do it. And then you can
So,
always go to your kit too that shows you the different modules.
okay, so let's say we watch the videos and we go in, right? And could we use the videos to do the facials on the, like, let's say on each other if our instructor can't do it?
What do you
Or
mean
like
use
if,
the videos? Like use them to
like,
help you?
yeah, like if, and like, let's say we go in and we don't have a SE instructor there, could we use the video and practice?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
As long as you get an okay from an instructor that is here. Let me say it that way.
Okay, got it.
So as long as they're okay with it. Yeah. I
Are
mean, I
you
don't see why not. You're here to practice. So yeah, have the video up and then be going through the motions. Really, you should be doing that anyway at home with your mannequin. So that way when you get here, you already have a little bit of an idea what to do on an actual person. But I mean, you can do it that way too. But the idea is for you to be looking at your 15, which is facial treatments, Pro 30, Pro 60. Just start with the Pro 30 and getting familiar with the steps while you're practicing on your mannequin. And then once you kind of have a little bit of a system, then use that on a real person when you come.
okay? Are you ever there in the evening?
No, I'm just here in the day and then the first Saturday of the month. No, I'm usually gone by
Oh,
the afternoon because I have my own clients.
okay,
Yes, ma'am.
got it. All right, thank you.
Sure. All right. So I guess that's it. So I'll be reaching out to some of you today and Saturday to set up your advising. It'll be just like this, 5-10 minutes going over where you are with everything. All next week, and then we'll reconvene. There's class tonight, and then the next class you guys will have will be Monday night, and that'll be practical night. I'll have to look on the schedule of what it is, but we'll probably be going over the treatment room, proper setup, and then incorporating infection control since we just went over. And then the next day class will be next Tuesday. And there'll be, I did record it today, so there'll be 2 videos posted plus the notes. And then the assignments is just to go over chapter 5, your Cengage.
Will
That's
you
it.
upload the picture of the board and post it too?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, ladies, and a good weekend.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Let me get roll. Sorry. Almost forgot. I'll just take a picture of it. That'll be easier. Let's see who's on.
And you'll be there Saturday, right, Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna have a full class Saturday.
All right. Thank you. What? What did you say?
I think you're gonna have a full class Saturday.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.